So holy moly, I had to stop the time lapse for a minute. I took off my Noctua cooler, and I mean, I took off this, it just came right off, no force at all. The latch is still down on the socket, and yet, boom, the processor, look at that. I'm a little nervous, the pins look good, but I'm nervous it got damaged. Processor stuck right to the heatsink with, it's not even super stuck on there, so this socket really doesn't hold the chip as tight as you might think. So beware those AM4 sockets, you know what I mean? You gotta watch it, they pull right out. Very lucky there's not a pin stuck in the motherboard. I've heard tale of then you can only use that processor with that motherboard so the pins line up. God, I hope we're okay. This is a good chip, I don't want to lose it, you know? That was very scary. I mean, this thermal paste is so new, I'm very tempted to keep it. It's Cryonaut as well, or something not. It's Thermal Grizzly. Alright, let me go back to the time lapsing, because now I got a few things to set up. Just by dumb luck, the logo happens to be pink and blue glowing, which is totally our theme. So that's kind of amazing, and the underglow is pink and blue as well. That's kind of hilarious that Asus preloaded it with our color theme. Our Noctua fans are in, now everything is super quiet and matching. But for now, that's what we're gonna run until I get the MATX board back, and maybe this little ITX board will go in a build that I'm gonna do next. We'll see, but for today, computer booted up, no problem. So yeah, that main issue I was having that prompted the BIOS update in the first place on the old board, I'm not even having on this board, because look, my RAM overclocked, no problem. No BIOS update after all. This is pretty much a brand new board. One thing I want to mention quick that I think is very neat is not just a cool glowing logo, but that whole area is actually a risen PCB, that the audio is on a separate PCB than the rest of the motherboard to not jam it in there. Basically creates less interference and less frequencies jumping in and affecting your audio. So that's a very cool little workaround Asus used to fit this much on the board. Very neat. I don't know if you can see, the audio jacks are actually kind of higher up as a result. The cooler used to be here, more centered between the fans, but it doesn't seem to really care. The temperatures have been great. I overclocked to 4 gigahertz, no problem. And actually, point I should make is I only really overclocked this computer for PUBG and Destiny 2. That's literally it. Those are the only games where I feel the overclock really makes the difference in my low frame rates. Our 1070, you know, doesn't need to spin up right now. And, oh, we got a new power button. New power button works. Happy about that. Just pop that old plastic one out. Did a little work in here. Just a little. You know, neatening things. It's actually my birthday today, so I think I'm going to stop working completely and just game for the rest of the day. Oh my god, that sounds fun. Oh my god. We get to stop building and videoing and working and projects and actually just game. Nice 4.0 overclock on the CPU. We got a nice 200 megahertz offset on our 1070 mini. Just slight tweak on the power. And we got our RAM up to 2933, I believe. So that's all my ducks in a row for when I want to overclock and push this system. And what are we getting temperature? Not under load right now, but our CPU's in the 50s, low 50s, so I'm okay with that.